You know, Ariel was standing in front of the Warren Theater. Have you wondered who was inside when that went through? Well, I want you to talk to Christy Meek right now. She joins me. And Christy, you were inside the movie theater. Tell me about this experience.
Well, my husband and I decided to take our 5-year-old son out of school today to spend a day at the Warren Theater watching a movie. And we were watching the movie, and the staff came in and they told us that there was a tornado nearby and that we needed to all go into the hallway. So we all went out there. The lights started flickering and they went out, but thankfully the emergency lights came on, and after a short while, it started getting very loud, and you could just feel the pressure building in the room. And the wind started. There were no windows open, but you could just feel wind inside the building. And people started screaming, "Get down! It's here!" And we all huddled down against the walls. And I covered up my son as much as I could, and my husband covered up me. And I just said a prayer over. Just to keep us all safe and to keep us from being afraid. And after a short while, it finally stopped, and we went outside, and we just saw devastation everywhere. And it honestly looked like a war zone. Everything was leveled around us, and we had our son's 4th birthday party at that bowling alley right there just last year, and it was completely gone, and we were just heartbroken. Just debris and broken glass and the metal from the buildings all over, and people were crying, and it was just awful. It just broke my heart.
What a story, Christy. So inside, there was no real damage on the inside of the building at all then?
No, the building held so strong, and the staff was wonderful, and I was just very impressed with the building, how it did not budge. You could feel the walls rumble, and how strong it was. You could just hear it. But the building just held so strong. It was impressive.
3 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. How many people were in that hallway?
There were not very many. I'd say 100 or so.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Christy, do you live in Moore?
No, we live in Norman, and we just decided that we didn't think the storms were coming until later in the day, so we were just trying to spend some time with our son while we kept our daughter in daycare in Norman and have some one-on-one time with him, and it didn't really go as planned.
Yeah, it didn't. Did the car get damage to it?
It did, not very much. We had one window broken out, and we had tons of insulation that was just jammed into our grill, and just chunks taken out, but there was so much debris on our car that we can't see the extent of the damage yet. But the cars around us, they were very much destroyed. Ours was spared more than most of them.
Christy, you guys had a very lucky day there in Moore when you see all the devastation. And I'm sure you've seen the pictures on television, and it's just remarkable that that building did not sustain more damage than it did. Christy Meek, I appreciate you talking to us. I've been wondering all afternoon who was inside that building, and there was one of the folks that were, and she said that the building just kind of rumbled, and it just stood firm as that twister went right through that area, right through the parking lot, demolished the buildings all around it. Unbelievable.